Couple of fun ones that I downloaded on the train home the other day. So Yogalite, this was free. This is just meant to show you, so it's got introduction, breathing exercise, sun salutation and yoga for beginners. I'll just show you yoga for beginners. So it's got a next button and it just shows you a few positions to try. There's not, oh, if I click the there you go. So you pick a pose, and if you click the information button, then it tells you here. So this is known as a chair pose, and it tells you the steps to go through for doing it, and then it gives you the benefits, and it also gives you some precautions. This one, avoid doing this pose if you have lower back pain, shoulder injury or neck pain. And it's got a link to YouTube, which I think it's going to be too slow to show you, but I'm assuming that it links to a video that goes with it. Yeah, that's been too slow. Yeah, it takes you through to videos that are linked to that pose. So for a free application, I think that's great. I really like that. I might have a go with it at some point. Now the next one is Home Fit. Now this was free as well. This sounds really interesting to me. Oh, sorry. It sounds very interesting to me. I haven't done it yet. And the idea with this app is that you would... Oh, it's lots of noises. So the idea is that you do sit-ups or leg raises or push-ups, and you use the camera on your phone to record how many you're doing in a kind of augmented reality type setup. And then you can challenge other friends that use the same app as to how many they've done. It gives you a time limit, so say 2 minutes, and it's how many you can do in the 2 minutes. I love this idea. I think it's a great way of joining apps together and to be able to play it with your friend, but I must admit the review I read of it said that it didn't work that great in trying to capture you doing the movement. So very interesting and exciting app, but I don't know what the reality is actually like on that. So one worth checking out though, because it's free, you know. Calorie Count, this was a free app. I was looking for something that would work as a food diary for me. This didn't really work very well. I got very bored and very frustrated with it very quickly. It tells you your daily target based on different criteria such as your height, your gender, your weight, all that kind of thing. But what did work much better was an app called My Net Diary. This was £2.50, but it links into I think it's, oh, what's the name of the website? I think it is mynetdiary.com. Gives you free subscription to on there by paying the £2.50 for the app here, and it's great. You've got meals, exercises, weight, chart, analysis, water, measurements, notes. It will tell you your vitamins and your meds, so you can mark off that you've taken them. You can have a plan, you can have a before and after pictures. This really is an inclusive, everything you might need in one place app if you are trying to improve your lifestyle and make it healthier. It's got a great list of ready built foods, like a food like a food menu. Menu's not the right word, I can't think. Database, that's the word. So it's got a great database of food types. And it will, once you've logged them in, it will tell you your day's nutritional summary by calories, fat, carbs, protein, trans fats, saturated fats. Great. And you also can, no, not in there, nutrition settings. So one of the things I particularly liked was that once it loads up, you can say what categories you want to see, and that includes vitamins like vitamin B6, vitamin D, B12. And this is interesting for me because I have a vitamin D deficiency, so it would enable me to tick the box for vitamin D, click select, and it will specifically include vitamin D in my nutritional summary data. So it means that if there's vitamins or particular nutritional stats that you're trying to focus on, you can include or exclude as appropriate. So I just think that this app has great customizability. It's easy to use, it's fairly responsive. Obviously that would depend a little bit on your network. It's got good analysis tools as well as inputting. You've got the online option that you can sync to it and you can use that. I actually think that probably Sleep Care and My Net Diary are the two apps that I really would like to be with me forever, and I'm definitely actually going to look both of them up when I go back to an Android based Samsung phone. So the App Store for me is something that, sorry for the break there, I ran out of space on my camera. So the App Store is one thing that really lets it down in my opinion. I think the Samsung App Store needs a bit of a makeover to make it feel slicker and to make it feel more current, and I think that it's really lacking in content as well. I also found that, I'm just going to go back to the App Store to check on, I just want to check if I paid for Sleep Care, so I'll show you that now. I just found as well that the App Store was incredibly slow, so if I do a search now, I spelled that wrong. Oh. Right, Sleep Care. You can't even see what I'm searching, but I have typed in Sleep Care. So it was £1, completely worth £1. So Sleep Care and My Net Diary, definitely two apps to download, completely worth £3.50 for the two if you have a device like this. Otherwise, I think that it's a good start, but I think that there's work to be done to just make it a more user-friendly and enjoyable experience. At the moment, I would nip across to the marketplace for Android rather than the Samsung App Store. Also, really lacking on social networking tools. Frustratingly, it had nothing in terms of Twitter apps or Facebook. This was particularly annoying for Twitter because the Twitter application that comes as standard doesn't seem to let me twit pic. Which is quite irritating because it's something that I really enjoy doing on my Twitter. Apart from that, I actually quite like the standard Twitter agent. It has kind of home, your mentions and your direct messages all at the top, search and refresh, and a menu button. There's nothing more that you need. I just wish that it had more functionality around mentioning people so that it was easier to respond to tweets. It was easier to send a tweet to somebody. Yeah, just again, it just needs a little bit more development. Hope this was useful to you. I'm sorry I've kind of blasted through, but I wanted to give you a fair review of a few apps rather than just focusing on one or two, because I think there are one or two very good apps and there are one or two very bad apps. So yeah, like I say, it's a good start, but I definitely don't think that it has reached its full potential by any means. I will speak to you next week. Have a very exciting Mission 4 coming up. I will tell you about that in another video. Bye!